Yep, we are good to go. Thank you, Frogger. Once again, it is Ducks and Sasquatch, who has taken the tag Cumus, which I assume means Quackmas, versus Overwatch and Cake. Overwatch flying the duck, and Cake flying the hunt. It's Duck Hunt! Checking to see if there's any ship changes going on here. Nothing for the hunt. And no changes for the duck. They are the same setups. Chris Quackles has not been changed yet either. As has the... Make sure, yep, the mother duck is the same as well. So either we are going to see the same ships going into this fight, or they simply have not changed them yet. Now, going back to that last match, we had a situation where the simple, overwhelming firepower and the ability to direct that firepower is what the Ducks had as an advantage, and they used that advantage to great extent. Now, if those ships, the Duck and the Hunt, were able to close that gap and actually get a very solid charge on one of the ships, we would have seen a lot more of what the one kill for the Overwatch and Cake team got, which was a one kill on the Chris Quackles. With that being said, though, it just didn't happen. The cards weren't in their favor. Ducks knows their stuff. Absolutely knows their stuff. They know how to watch out for those oncoming ambushes. They were able to get a spot very early on both major conflicts, the first and the third, and absolutely obliterate anything that Overwatch and Cake had to offer. Getting into the second match now, Duel at Dawn, much more open map, much more long-range friendly than our previous map. Although you do have quite a few sniping matches on the previous map, this one is very open. You do have a few hiding spots in different ribs and on the ship, but overall, it can be hard to hide from firepower. This is once again a best-of-5 deathmatch. First to 5 kills wins. No changes in the ships. We checked that before the matchup itself. As we open up the map, we have red team spawning inside the ribs right here. That's Overwatch and Cake right there. And going over to the far side, the other set of ribs, we have our Ducks team. The Mother Duck and the Chris Quackles. With the amount of debris and the close range that this map does favor, although it is open, you know, it's a small map, it's a very small map. Oh, I stand corrected, actually. The Duck and the Hunt have just been spotted. And we see some fire being brought on them right now. It looks like the Ducks are trying to target down their engines to get them to slow down before anything can happen where they get into close range. Relatively inaccurate firepower coming in from the Ducks. Unfortunately, it can be hard to hit something at this range with this much cloud cover going on. The Duck is getting hit pretty well, though, all things considered. Both its hull and its balloon are on fire. Oh, had a little jump there. Mother Duck and the Chris Quackles are putting immense amounts of firepower on the Hunt. Its outer hull hasn't gone down yet, but one of its guns has. Another gun is on fire. The outer hull is on fire, but here comes that Pyramidion. The Duck is trying to close range. Its hull is going down very quickly, though. Its perma hull is nearly down. They need to get something up right now before they lose everything. There it is. The outer hull is back up. Ah, there's the edge of the map. Once again, this is a very close range map. Chris Quackle is now in a little bit of trouble unless it can take down the Hunt right now. It's gonna keep getting pressure on it. It's now a 2-on-1, a 1-on-1 each scenario, although the Mother Duck is trying to put a lot of firepower on the Duck. Oh no, we have a bit of a freeze now. Oh my goodness. Harbidian goes down, and now the Hunt is in a lot of trouble. It is essentially cornered. That does not bode well for it. It's taking a lot of fire from the Chris Crackles. That Spire piloted by Sasquatch, has so many heavy guns on it. So many heavy guns. And I don't think this is gonna... Oh my goodness, the duck spawned in to try and help their fellow goldfish. But this might not work out for it at all. It's trying to use the spawn to its advantage as the Chris Quackles is under heavy firepower. Solid ram! Its permahull is heavily exposed. There it goes! That close range firepower of the Gap Mortar meta is too much for the Spire to bear. And now the Mother Duck and Duck are alone together. Oh no, see if I can find it here. The Hunt has spawned in very nearby, as has the Spire. It's once again a very close range match. There it is. Ooh, fire going across both decks there between the Mother Duck and the Duck. A crash serves to its disadvantage, though, as its hull did not have enough HP to sustain a ram like that. The Hunt goes in for a knock against the Chris Quackles. As unfortunately, we have another freeze up happening here. Sorry about that, folks. Hopefully we'll see the conclusion to this bout here shortly. There we go. The Hunt is still up, trying to take out that Spire, but heavy firepower coming in from the Mother Duck. Then Awacha firing out. Flare lighting up the fight so we can all see it. The Hunt is laying down flamethrowers all over the Chris Quackles. A lot of that deck is on fire, or was at least, as it looks like they've got some chem spray all over it, but its outer hull has been taken down multiple times. Its balloon is down. Another freeze up here. There it goes. It goes down. That's actually really effective close range use and close range spawns by the Overwatch team. And the Mother Duck is alone once again. Hunt and Duck need to both get in range now. Get in that close range. Start to disable the Mother Duck before that Spire comes back and lays down some heavy firepower. Unfortunate ram from the Goldfish. My goodness, they did not have enough health to sustain that ram. And if that Spire can come back, if the Spire could get back in this fight quickly, this fight could quite easily go the way in the Duck's favor. The Duck is circling around the Mother Duck as best it can, as the Goldfish has spawned in very close to the Mother Duck. Right now, the Duck is on the Mother Duck's short-range side, so if the Mother Duck can come in range and get those heavy guns to bear, the Duck may not be long for this world. The Spire is coming back in range as well, as we can see shots coming in from the clouds, focusing directly on the Duck. The Duck, meanwhile, still trying to take out the Mother Duck, using everything it has at its disposal to light it on fire. You can see the flamethrower going out right now, as we, unfortunately, have another bit of a lag spike here. The Duck is still trying to focus on the Mother Duck, while the Goldfish is going for the Chris Quackles. Doing its best to try and take the Chris Quackles out of this fight so the Duck can deal with the Mother Duck. Very close right now as Chris Quackles has lost its balloon, and the Mother Duck is taking a lot of damage. The Duck, however, has had their permahull exposed, and Chris Quackles appears to be targeting it. Oh my goodness, Galleon goes down. Chris Quackles is in big trouble right now. It cannot sustain much damage. There it goes. It didn't take much. Just a little bit of poking from that Goldfish's shotgun, and it falls apart. All tied up. 1-1. One more point on either side wins the whole game, whole map right now. It's boiled down to just this. Chris Quackles is back, spawning in the far corner. No sight on him yet. And the mother duck has spawned up in the northeast corner. Northeast corner. Whew. This has been non-stop so far, guys. This is exactly what Overwatch needed to do. They needed to figure out how to easily and effectively stay in close range with those duck ships so that the overwhelming firepower that the ducks have doesn't come to bear directly. If the ducks are too busy scrambling to keep their ships together, they aren't firing those guns. It's very simple math at that point. The less firing of the guns, the more chance you're going to stay alive. If you're looking at exactly where my camera is pointed, this is about where the ducks are in compared to Overwatch. They are directly ahead of us in those ribs. If these clouds separate properly, too, Overwatch might have sight on that galleon. Let's see if we can't help them spot here. Oh no, the cloud separation might not happen. The hunt has been spotted. It has been sitting out in the open. The goldfish is slightly more durable than compared to the pyramidion. It's fast, it's agile, and it knows how to get in and out of a fight very easily. Oh my goodness. An absolute decimating shot on the hunt, and they have lost almost everything. The Ducks team knows exactly where they are, and they're going to take him out with overwhelming long-range firepower. The hunt has to do something. There it goes. So incredibly close. So close for the Overwatch team. They were doing exactly what they needed to, but they just sat around waiting for the Ducks team to come out, and unfortunately that spelled doom for them. I don't know if we're going to be doing a third matchup. I don't know if this is a best of 3. We will see though here in just a moment.